Good morning. So I actually had a request, and the request was my dress for prom is pink. Can you do a pink makeup look? So I put on all the pink that I have, and we're going to do a bold makeup look. Later this week, I'm going to do a softer, more soft glam makeup look. This one is going to be a bold glam makeup look. So I hope you're ready. I'm also going to do the rest of my face as well because makeup is not just the eyeshadow. It's the whole full glam of everything. So I'm going to show you all my techniques of everything that I do, the products that I use, and let's get started. So first thing you want to do is make sure you get all your hair out of your face. We're going to start with a primer on the full face, and I'm going to then start with the eyes and the eyeshadow because I feel like if there's any fallout with the eyes, the eyeshadow, then you can easily clean that up when you're doing the rest of your makeup, as opposed to already having the makeup on and then trying to clean it up with the eyeshadow. So here, we're also going to make this as simple as possible. You don't need 1,000 products to make magic happen, you know? A lot of people use their makeup sponges, and that's fine. Or they use a brush, again, that's fine. Thing is, I wash my hands every day. They're the cleanest things that I will be using. And I have more control, so I tend to just use my hands. I also, as you notice, put the primer in where my eyes are as well, even though I have a specific eyeshadow primer as well. You're just going to make sure that you have evenly coated your skin with the primer. You don't necessarily need primer, but for me, I have very oily skin. So I like to give my makeup a fighting chance. And this is a specifically Secure the Blur one size makeup magnet primer. I like this because it hides a lot of the pores, and because my skin is so oily, it has a lot of shine and sheen to it, which enhances the pores, which is what we don't want. We want to look matte and only sparkle and shine and glimmer where we want it to, not everywhere. So the one size Secure the Blur. That's what I'll start with. Then we're going to go in and we're going to put makeup primer on our eyes because we're going to get started with the eyes first. I'm going to use my Makeup by Mario, and I have two colors here. I have a lighter nude color and a more tan. The tan is more of my shade, however, because I want the colors to really pop, I'm going to go with the lighter color. And that's the trick when you have bold colors and you want things to pop. Go lighter so that the color looks more bold. So I'm just going to dip my finger in until it gets soft and creamy, and then I'm just going to tap it on. Immediately you can see how much lighter it is. And this is good for me because I want that color to really pop on my lid, so I go for a lighter primer. I put it on the top, but I also am going to put a little on the bottom here because my eyeshadow is also going to stick there as well. This is a trust the process kind of thing. It looks a little crazy at first, but then it all comes together in the end. What I do to one side, I'm going to do to the other. Okay, now that we have our eyeshadow primer on, we're going to get started with the color. I always start with the lightest color first. We're going to dive in with my Blood Sugar because it has a lot of pinks and reds in it, which will only enhance the green of my eyes, but also give me the pink colors that I am looking for. For this look, I want it to be bold, so I'm going to start with the white here in the center and corner of my eye before I start deepening it into tongue pop but also this cavity color is really fun and deep. And then I'll start going into my darker colors to enhance and give dimension to it. So we're going to start with glucose, which is this white color. And if you don't know what glucose is, it's sugar. I'm just going to tap it on for now. And I will eventually be putting glitter on top of it. So this is really just to keep the primer from looking a little patchy. Let me do it to this side now. We're going to now start adding in our color, and we're going to start with this pink color tongue pop. It's like an orangey pink, kind of a coral, light coral. We're going to tap into this color. And we're going to start in the corner and then just a little bit above the socket. Already you can see how bold the color is. The reason why we start in the corner here is because this is good. We like this to be darker. As we get closer to the corner of our eye, we want it to be lighter. So we're just going to tap it in before we even start blending. What I do to this side, I'm going to do to this side, but I'm also going to bring it down here. Again, we're just tapping it in. Once you're happy with the color that you get, then you can start kind of blending it. And we're going to blend upwards because we don't want any color yet down here because we're going to get bolder and deeper in our dimension of the color. Just a soft blend for now. What I do this side, I'm going to do this side. We're going to start deepening this color now. We're going to dive in with our super fun color, which is Cavity, which is definitely a candy pink color. So we're just going to tap it. When you see that, I have a much more denser, less bushier brush, and that is on purpose. So we're going to start tapping that, and we're going to start in the corner once again, here in the corner of our eyes. As you can see, this color is super fun. Now we're going to go a little bit more into the socket or the crease, however you want to say it, and not so far out as we did with the first color. But we're going to go all the way in here into where the corner of the eye is, and then we're just going to continue tapping that color on. We want more of like a V, and kind of sweep it out, but right now we're just getting the color on. I'm going to bring it also down here, just like that. And what I do to this side, we're going to do to this side. Now we can start blending the colors. We want to lift the eye, so we're going to flick it out. So we're lifting, just like that. From here, we're going to want to go into a deeper color, but we're going to want a brush that's a lot more dense and small, so we have a little bit more control of where that color is going to go. Brush like this will definitely, it's a little too small, honestly. Oh, here's an even better. This is what you want. It's dense, it's a little thicker, it's going to go exactly where I want it. We're going to dive into Fresh Meat right here. We could also dive into Extraction. I think we're going to go bold and go into Extraction. There's Coma. No, not too dark. We're going to keep it fun and poppy. So we're going to go in with Extraction here, this deep red. Now you can also go with brown because brown also enhances that. Don't do black. I mean, you could, but it's too bold. It takes away the color. Black just takes it all away. So once again, we're going to tap in to our color. And we're going to start in the corner. Now, we don't want to go as high as we did with the other colors. We're just going to keep it as close to the socket, as close inside this crease here as possible. We're just going to tap that color in before we blend it out. Again, just little flicks to keep it going up and out. And keep the color close to the lash line. We're also going to bring it down to the lash line down here. Just tap it on before we start blending. Edges are where we want it to be the darkest. So I'm going to do my other side now. You see the difference here, how deeper this is? Let me blend this a little bit so you can see it come together before I do the other side. Just flick it out. Flick the color out. Out and up. Okay, let's do this side. Now we're going to blend. Take my big brush that I used with the lightest color, just kind of blend it upwards here because I want it to go higher, but I don't want to take the color away either. Again, keep the color going upwards. Trick is, because we use the primer, our skin is actually a little, it's got that sheen to it so that we can actually kind of guide where we want the eyeshadow to go. Hi, Suki. What? What, baby? You'll be okay. All right. From here, I'm going to do a pretty glitter because we need to go glam, you know? So I thought it would be fun to break out our Ultra Glam glitter palette. Now, I would normally want to go for this. No, I wouldn't, but you would reach for this because it's super fun and bold. But we want to keep the middle, the center here, light and bright. We could go with gold or even white. But I think this blush, Hypnotic or Desire? I think Desire because I like how it's a combination of gold and pink in here. So I'm just going to tap my finger onto it. I'm very excited. I'm just going to tap it here, exactly in the center, oh my God, and into the tear duct here. Stunning. I'm going just a little bit above the socket or the crease here, just to kind of create like an ethereal, soft, pretty glam, but oh my God. All right, I'm going to do this side now. As you can see, I'm not going into the crease here or the corners at the edge here. I just want to keep it right there in the center and towards the corner there. From here, we're going to do our liquid liner, and I like to use my Stila. The reason why I do liner after I do the glitter is because if you do liner before you do the glitter's just going to go right on top and you're not going to see it at all. Defeats the whole purpose. You're going to have to redo it. So, the way you want to do liner, just dash it You know, just little lines following your lash line. And just tilt it up here at the corner. Just kind of build it. And now I'm going to do the other side. I've come to really love the One Size products. This is a One Size Point Made Bodacious Black. It's not a liquid liner, but it goes on so smooth, and I have full control of exactly where it goes. I'm going to go and connect this part here, and then I'm also going to bring it into my waterline, just for a very bold look, just very sexy. But I'm not going to bring it all the way. I think I'm just going to keep it exactly where it is. I'm going to do the same thing to this side. What I really like about this liner is that it can be smoked out and have just like a very soft line as opposed to the harsh lines that the liquid liner can create. Just like that. So that is the eyeshadow look. We're going to move on to the face. As I said before, I like a light coverage foundation, so I stick to BB cream. And we're going to start with that. We already have our primer on. We're going to shake up our BB cream and we're going to just dot it on. Make sure your hands are clean. You don't want any glitter on them or anything like that. And I just like to dot it 3 times on each side. The center where the chin is, and then just a nice right there with the on the forehead. Keeping it easy, very simple. I'm just going to start blending that into the skin. It just melts in. That's what I like about the BB cream, is that it's a light coverage. It doesn't even look like you're wearing foundation or anything. It's just a nice, even out the skin tone. Now, if you have blemishes, stuff like that, use a concealer. Just spot treat, you know, darker colors. And when you're using something to cover something dark, you know, don't use a lighter color. Use orange. Orange will blend that color in and it will hide it. It's the best concealer you can use. So if you have dark circles under your eyes, use like an orange color to blend that in. So I'm happy with that coverage. Like I said, if I wanted any more spot treatment, I would definitely use an orange concealer and then just go from there, and then put a foundation, something with a little more coverage on top of that, and then just blend it out. All right, I'll do a full face for you guys. So the way that you want to do contouring, if you want to do contouring, a lot of people don't need it. Well, I don't need it really. But if you want to do it, find a contour that is deeper in shade, but again, we want cool tones, want shadow looking colors. So you'll notice that this is more of a gray than a brown. I like my contour to be very sharp and to look more like a skeleton. That's how I like it. Just like that. I'm just going to pull this color down. And create the shape that I want in my face. See that? I'm going to do the same thing to this side. That's pretty much where I contour. A lot of people go into here or up here. This is where I want my face to make the shape that I want it to make. From there, we'll do a little blush. I'll do my eyebrows. My blush placement is up here. I like a coral color. I think it's a color that complements every skin tone, honestly. And I just like to keep it high, up on the cheekbone, but also blending it into where the sun would naturally hit me up here as well. And then a little excess I'll put up here into my cupid's bow, my widow's peak. Same thing. To this side. What an interesting name, widow's peak. And then I like it on the nose. Try to almost feel like I'm going to connect it. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. Just depends on my mood, really. And that's my blush placement. You don't want a lot. You just need a little color in the cheeks, just a little rosiness, you know? So from there, we're going to do our eyebrows. My eyebrows. I'm going to do my eyebrows. Not we. It's just me. So we're going to brush it through. I use Anastasia in Granite. Again, this is more of a cool tone gray color. And I choose that because, once again, I want to go more when it comes to the shadows. I want it to look a little more natural. I want my eyebrows to look as real as possible. I like to create a little bit more. I don't like a rounded eyebrow. I like a Elizabeth Taylor eyebrow. And so that's what I'm going to create. I don't fill it in all the way. I just get the color where I want it, the shape that I want it. And then with the brush, I'll just brush the color through. Like so. I'm going to do this side now. Once I have the shape that I'm satisfied with, happy, I don't know. Eyebrows are really not easy to do, especially if you want them to look perfectly even and identical. But anyway, I digress. I will put on my e.l.f. Brow Wow and just brush it through the hairs because I want it to stay in place. The other thing that's nice about this particular brow gel is that it also has like a thickening agent, and it makes the hairs seem thicker and fuller. So sometimes I'll just use this. It's been a long time since I've just used this, but it does look nice with just it too, if you want to go for a very natural look. All right, let's get into the lips. All right, right now what's really popular are glossy lips. Here's the problem with glossy lips, guys. They're annoying as fuck. Like, I'm not even fronting with you. They're so annoying. You have to constantly reapply. It's a whole thing. Matte is the way to go. You never have to reapply, and you can make out in the sand. Or, you know, eat and drink without it coming off. Not that you're going to make out at prom or anything, because that would be weird. Anyway, this is a lip primer. And yeah. I love it. I go a little bit above because, again, I like a fuller pout. But we're going to try and keep it, I don't know, as close to what I've got going on anyway. We're also going to do a more nude, natural look for the lip. So I have my favorite lip pencil that works for every color that I've ever used. It's called Half Red. It's MAC, and I love it. So we're gonna do that. I'm just gonna follow my lip line. The easiest way is just to kind of create an X here. I have a Cupid's bow. So we're gonna follow that. Once you have exactly what you're looking for, I really like ColourPop's color sticks. These are really great mattes. This one is in Chakra Wave. It's a matte lip. It is fantastic. What's nice about it too is that it doesn't come off. Like when you're eating or anything else. It's fantastic. I love it. And once you have the lip liner on, you kind of just color within the lines. Now, if you want to do a gloss, you can absolutely do a gloss. But again, my suggestion, if you want to be not annoyed and just enjoy your time and not constantly worrying about whether your lipstick is still on your lips or if it's somewhere else on your face, just go with a matte. What's nice about this too is it does take a moment for it to kind of settle in, but once it's in, it stays. It's amazing. I love it. As you can see, it's a beautiful neutral nude color, and it doesn't take anything away from what you just did up here. Now, finally, finishing touches. Once again, I love the One Size Patrick Star. This is his translucent powder, ultimate setting powder. I like to use a little powder puff. I already have some that's in the dish here, and I'll just tap it on. And you can see how immediately that takes away all the shine and all my pores, everything I wanted it to do. Stunning. And just do the whole face. It's that simple. And that is the look. I did put powder on the lips just for a little extra staying power. And there you have it. This is a more bold pink look. It's very fun. Hi, baby. What? It's very fun, and it's just more bold for sure. It's definitely got an exciting kind of vibrant look to it. It's definitely one of those things that if you're going to want to stand out when it comes to makeup, this is the look that you want to do for sure. And it matches my shirt, and it'll match your dress if this is the color. But I will be doing a more soft glam. Yes, baby. Okay. I will be doing a more soft glam, but this is just for the more bold girlies. If this is what you're into, this is the way to go. But the soft glam is coming, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, this is my episode. Happy prom. This is the first kickoff to prom. Anyway, thank you so much for spending time with me today. I need to take this puppy out. She is begging for attention. I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for this request. This was super, super fun. I love doing it. I love pink, so I am here for it. Glitter, say less. And yeah, if you have any more questions or if you have any more suggestions, if you want to see me do any other looks, any other colors, let me know, and let's do it. Okay. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Until next time.